Hey everyone, this is Derek here and welcome to another exciting video on the PUBG Mobile 0.8.0 global beta. So today we're not on Sonok, the new tropical rainforest map, instead we're on Erangel. And well, the point of interest has been completed. So many of you watched my Finding the Point of Interest, which was an amusement park under construction in 0.7.0 beta. I think that's when we made that video. It got pretty popular. We had a lot of fun finding it, and so did you guys. You guys put in the comments down below. You found it to the west of school. You found it by farm. You found it on military base. It could spawn anywhere. Well, in 0.8.0, it spawns anywhere on Erangel just like before. However, now instead of spawning in at Spawn Island, which is northeast of the map, you instead actually start every game wherever the point of interest is. So that means all you have to do is do what I just did. You go to your minimap, you mark your location, and then that way, or you take note of where it was. I guess you can't actually mark your location, but take note of where it was. It was approximately down here, right? And then you can drop there, and it's, I don't know, I kind of have mixed feelings about this, honestly, because a lot of the fun in the point of interest in 0.7.0, at least in my opinion, was trying to find it. And it was a good time, you know, driving around the map or getting lucky enough to actually just drop out of the plane and randomly just land there. So instead, in 0.8.0, the point of interest is complete, and we're going to be taking a look at it today. But I don't know. I mean, it still has great loot. It looks, you know, it's a lot of fun. It has a Ferris wheel, it has balloons, has a giant pool. But I don't know. Some of the magic, at least for me, was kind of lost in that everybody knows where it is from the start of the match. So for those of you unaware, it doesn't spawn in until the buildings start rendering in at higher quality. That means it's pretty difficult to find from the air. And well, look at that. I remembered where it was. That's impressive. Wasn't sure if I was going to do that. That sounds so dumb thinking about it now, but just a couple seconds ago when I was in the loading screen there, I tried to make a note of it, and then I kind of forgot as I was doing the intro. So here you go. You can see we are landing in. Didn't do the best job of showcasing it from the air, but that's all right. We're just going to explore it and see what's what. So you can see that we'll start at this end, and then I think we'll work our way around it. Hope that nobody else drops with us. Here is the giant balloon signifying where it is, and then on the other side is that giant Ferris wheel. So I think we'll just start looting up some stuff. I'm not going to call out everything. I've done that a ton of times for these drop loot locations, and some of you like it, some of you don't. So I think this time I'll just call out if I find anything remarkable. And so far, I mean, some decent weapons, but nothing all that crazy. There's a stock for the M4, which is nice, but there should be enough equipment here for an entire squad to easily loot up. Let's take a look if there's anything in that little middle part. Nope. So we'll just start running around and observing what is here. So you can see this is actually translated. It's in English now. So I did do a video on the completed point of interest in the Chinese version of the game. That was 0.8.6, I think. But everything was in, obviously, Chinese, and it was pretty difficult to understand what it was all about. So that's why I'm doing it again in the 0.8.0 global beta and taking a look at what we can find. So far, maybe we'll swap out the SCAR for a micro Uzi just because we want those different ammo types. We'll have an SMG, and then we'll have, there's an extended magazine for it. That's pretty good. There's the Tommy gun if we wanted that instead. So yeah, definitely choices. Nothing, I said, nothing all that remarkable yet, but it's certainly still early in the match, and there's certainly still a lot more of the point of interest to check out. So I think next we'll check under here, see if there's anything good down here. We've got lots and lots of 5.56, lots of good 5.56 weapons. So again, if you dropped as a squad, you would have no trouble looting up and all having two decent weapons. There's a compensator for a sniper. I think we might just grab that just in case we do find something like a Mini 14 or an SKS or an SLR later. There's an extended mag. We'll swap that for that quick draw. There's another compensator for the sniper. And like I was saying earlier on, this can spawn in anywhere, so you definitely just have to keep an eye out for it because you never know. There is a level 3 backpack, so that is a good find. But you never know where it's going to pop up, so it's kind of just a matter of, like I said, marking your location. If you definitely want to find it, just mark your location when you spawn into the game, and that way, I don't think you always have a plane route that takes you over it, but most of the time, honestly, you're within 2,000 meters or so, you can get there. So, and if not, then you might as well just mark it and drive there. So let's see what else there is. Honestly, this is definitely one of the lamer loot sessions for sure. I've done this a couple times, and that's kind of a good thing. I mean, I don't know, sometimes you guys love watching, me find like a level 3 vest right next to a level 3 helmet next to an 8x with an SLR or something, but I don't know, sometimes those times when you don't get the amazing loot, it's a good indicator that although, oh, there is an SLR though, so I think we will swap that out for, I think we'll swap it for the SMG. We'll just get rid of that. We'll get rid of some of that stuff. We'll get rid of the 9mm too. I mean, with a level 3 backpack, we have no trouble carrying all this stuff, but I just don't think there's a reason to, really. So there's an enemy. You can see him. Headshot with, obviously, a bot, but oh man, there's a 4x scope. Sweet. And here's another level 3 backpack. So 2 level 3 backpacks spawned in. And we have that extended magazine on the SLR too, so that's going to give us 20 rounds of capacity, which is pretty good. So I think that's just about it. Let's go ahead and ride the Ferris wheel for fun. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get into these things. You have to kind of like jump in as you're as it's down on the ground. See, I'm trying to go in a little too there we go. Little too late there, as it was a little bit too high to actually jump into. And once you're in it, you can crouch or you can stand. Each of them gives a unique perspective for sure. You can shoot out of these windows when you're standing, but then when you're crouched, you have a better chance to shoot out of the large open door. And you're very exposed here, but it gives you a cool vantage point. And although I wouldn't really recommend doing this in an actual match, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, hey, if you're just having a fun match with friends, you might as well, whoops, we have the wrong scope on that. There we go. I'll put the 4x on that, put the red dot on the M4. We'll just, did I really do that? I did. Yep, there. Okay. Now let's take a look, see if we see anybody else. I don't think so. So you can see we have now reached the highest point. We're pretty high up. You wouldn't want to fall off at this this height for sure. And let's just recap with what we've got. So we have level 2 for our armor. We have a 4x scope on the SLR with a compensator and an extended magazine. So that's really good for the SLR. And then for the M4, we have an extended mag, a tactical stock, and a red dot with quite a bit of ammunition. And I didn't actually take all the 5.56 out of those other 5.56 weapons. I think there were a couple of other like M416s and stuff that I didn't actually grab those 30 rounds out of. So if I had done that, I'm sure I would have ended up with more than around 400 rounds total of 5.56, which is sufficient for a squad. So again, not that bad. And if you are dropping either solo, duos, or squads and you want to do this, oh, there's an adrenaline syringe I missed earlier. Whoops. So it's definitely a viable drop spot. So I might have missed one or two other things over here. Here's another frag grenade. Definitely missed that because those are auto pickup now. So you can see overall not too bad. And here is the giant chicken. So once again, I think we will use the giant chicken for our thumbnail just because it is awesome. So let's see if we want to go kind of from this angle perhaps. I'll just go like this. And there you go, thumbnails 101. So thanks for watching. My name is DerekG. Let's actually just finish up with taking a look at exactly what we have. Not that many healing items, a good number of boosts, but nothing exceptional. And this is, again, one of the worst runs of the point of interest that I've done. So in other runs, I've ended up with full level 3 and awesome gear. So it varies, obviously, from game to game, but not too awful. So we've got an adrenaline syringe, like I said, some bandages, no first aid kits. That is bad. We have a 4x and a red dot, but no other optics. That's also pretty lame. Plenty of ammo, though, and then, like I said, the weapons we took a look at earlier. So overall, that is my experience with the point of interest in 0.8.0 global beta. Again, the point of interest is now complete, which is exciting. It's no longer under construction. You can now swim in the pool. You can play around with the giant chicken, and you can even kill a bot or two, as I did. So my name's DerekG. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends because it really helps the channel grow, and I certainly appreciate it. And definitely let me know in the comments down below what your experiences with the point of interest in the beta are. If you think that it's worthwhile going here now that everybody knows where it is. You can see from that game, obviously lots of bots in the beta, but from that game, nobody else dropped with me. So, oh, did we go up to the top of the water slide there? I don't think we did. So, anyways, if you haven't subscribed already, definitely consider doing that now too for tons more PUBG Mobile content, including gameplay, tips and tricks, loot locations, drop locations, and a whole lot more always coming soon. There's a VSS up here, so that's all right. I hope to see you on the battlefield soon or in my Discord server, which I'll leave a link to down below.